We are entering a new age of warfare. It is an era defined not just by new weapons but by new kinds of soldiers. These are not people made of flesh and blood. They are machines built from metal and code. We call them autonomous weapon systems. Think of them as battlefield bots. Think of them as intelligent drones. They can fly through the sky. They can roll across the ground on their own. They are designed to operate without a human directly controlling their every move. They use artificial intelligence, or AI, to see the world, to understand it, and to act within it. This is a massive leap from the remote-controlled drones of the past, which always had a human pilot making the final choice. These new systems are given a mission. They are told what to look for and what to do when they find it. For example, a drone might be programmed to patrol a specific area, identify enemy tanks based on their shape, their heat signature, or the sounds they make. Once it finds a match, the system itself can decide to engage. It can make the choice to fire a weapon. This is the core of the issue. We are handing over life and death decisions to a machine's algorithm. The central question is one of responsibility. The reasons for developing these autonomous systems are compelling, Militaries believe they offer significant advantages. For one, they can protect human soldiers from harm, sending a robot into a dangerous building to scout a hostile area. They can operate where humans cannot. Chemical contamination, extreme temperatures. They do not get tired, do not feel fear, do not seek revenge. In theory, a perfectly programmed machine could follow the rules of war more precisely than a human soldier. They process information faster. A network can scan a battlefield, share data instantly, identify threats in milliseconds. This speed could be decisive, quicker reactions, and potentially more precise targeting. The allure of technological superiority is powerful. Nations invest to avoid being left behind. The promise is a more efficient, more precise, and less costly form of warfare, at least in the lives of one's own soldiers. However, the risks are just as significant, if not more so. The technology is new and can be unpredictable. An AI is only as good as the data and code behind it. Flaws can cause catastrophic mistakes, misidentifying a school bus as a military transport, or a farmer with a tool as a combatant. These systems can be hacked or spoofed. An enemy could seize control or trigger friendly fire. The most serious risk is the loss of meaningful human control. Humans read context, recognize surrender, question orders, choose mercy, capacities machines may lack. Real-world incidents have already shown us the potential for error. Semi-autonomous events serve as stark warnings. Consider a scenario based on real capabilities. A drone tasked to eliminate enemy missile launchers. It uses image recognition, trained on thousands of launcher images. It spots a tractor with a long irrigation pipe. The shape resembles a target. 93% match. Programming. Above 90% is valid. It cannot weigh context. It cannot recognize the civilian nature. It cannot infer what is unlikely. It follows its logic. The tractor is destroyed. The farmer is killed. A tragic mistake. A human with broader understanding might have avoided it. Current AI is brittle. It lacks common sense. War is unpredictable. Novel situations break narrow training. This violates the laws of war demanding distinction. But who is accountable? The machine cannot be tried. No conscience, no rights, no legal standing. It executed code. A chain of humans is removed from the lethal choice. That distance makes blame assignment incredibly difficult, a legal and moral void. Section 4. The unending blame game. We find a long, complicated chain when we seek responsibility. First, the operator who deploys the system. Yet the operator did not pull the trigger. They monitored as the machine executed pre-programmed instructions. Can we blame them for an algorithm they did not write or control? Next, the commander who authorized the system. They knew its strengths and limits. They owned the mission outcome yet did not make the targeting decision. They trusted the technology to perform as advertised. Is a malfunction a crime? Then the manufacturer and the programmers. Perhaps a bug or flawed data caused the fatal error. But corporate entities are hard to hold under international humanitarian law. How do you pinpoint blame among hundreds of coders? Proving a specific mistake caused an unlawful death by negligence is immensely difficult. Operator blames orders. Commander blames tech. Manufacturer blames programmers. Programmers blame data. This diffusion creates an accountability vacuum, no justice for victims and little incentive to prevent the next tragedy. Section 5. Charting a responsible path forward. The urgency cannot be overstated. We must act now to set clear rules and ethical guidelines before autonomy becomes standard. Waiting for catastrophe is not an option. First, insist on meaningful human control over lethal force. A human, not a machine, must make the final decision to take a human life. Keep a person in the loop, able to apply judgment, context, and ethics. Second, adapt international laws and treaties. Laws written for human combatants must account for AI and autonomy, define what is permissible and what is not, with enforceable rules on design, testing, and deployment. Third, rigorous testing, validation, and transparency, exhaustive trials to surface flaws and biases before deployment. Results must be visible to leaders and oversight bodies. No black boxes controlling weapons. Accountability requires understanding. Understanding requires transparency. Finally, this debate must involve ethicists, legal experts, technologists, and citizens. Delegating lethal force is a societal choice. We must decide the moral lines we will not cross, demand rules, insist on human control, foster open debate. By acting now, we can ensure this powerful technology is used responsibly and ethically. The future of warfare depends on the choices we make today. What's your thoughts? Please comment below.